If I could wave a magic wand over your golf game and remove one element of your golf game to improve your scores and your enjoyment, I think most people would say, stop me three putting. If I go around a golf course and I never three putt again, my score would improve, my handicap would come down, my level of enjoyment would also go up. And then if we look at, well, why do you three putt? For some people, they three putt because they get the line wrong. For most people, they three putt because they get their speed wrong. We very rarely would miss a putt like this, 6 foot to the right or 6 foot to the left. And this one's got quite a lot of break on it as well, actually. But a lot of people would miss their putts 6 foot long and 6 foot short, and probably not really acknowledge that that's why they three putt. They might then walk up, miss the 6 footer, and blame the short putt and say, oh, I keep missing these 6 footers. The problem is you're leaving yourself 6 footers too often. Tour average, you would miss about half your 6 footers. You know, these tour pros, they don't hold everything. So if you are leaving yourself an awful lot of 6 foot putts, you are leaving yourself a lot of that three putt opportunity. So we want to focus a lot more on the speed of the putt rather than necessarily focusing too heavily on the line of the putt. And let me just show you an example of this. We would see this quite often on the golf course, and your mates might even be guilty of doing this to you. I hit a putt there and everyone goes, oh, you're unlucky there, Pete, that went really close to the hole, look how close it went. But it's gone that dreaded 6 foot past, and from there that's a tricky one. I might miss that 6 foot putt and then suddenly I've got a 3 putt on my scorecard, even though everyone told me I'd hit a good putt. The noise ringing out in my head was, oh, I was unlucky and I hit a good putt, but I've still walked off with a 3-whack. So let's focus a little bit more on the speed of the putt. Now we know this one breaks from left to right, so I'm going to give it a couple of feet to the left, but no more than that. And now I'm going to focus on trying to lag the ball up to be the right distance. And you can see with that putt there, it's broken a little bit to the right, but it's inside what I would call the dustbin lid. So imagine a big dustbin at home, quite a big circle. I could plonk a dustbin lid around that hole, my ball is within it. And for most games, unless it's ultra competitive, people might say, that's okay, Pete, you can pick that one up. And I've made my 2 putt. Whereas the first one, everyone said was a really good putt, but ultimately I might make a 3 putt from there. And interestingly, with the first putt, with the second putt, it was never actually that exciting. It didn't really look like it was going to go in, but it's close enough that I can get my tap in. So when you're out on the putting green, the practice ground, and certainly when you're playing golf, start to focus a little bit more on pace control. Worry less about whether you're getting the ball in, worry more about whether you're getting the ball inside the dustbin lid, particularly from this longer range where ultimately 2 putting is going to be good. Getting the ball in, really good bonus, but 2 putting is what we want and 3 putting is definitely what we want to avoid.